Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a very specific thing. I think you are following my YouTube channel for some time, so you know, like I'm talking about the sustainability aspect of the AI, and as well as the research paper content of the AI and those topics. And there are more playlists to come. And there's a request from the audience that the lectures that and discussions that I'm conducting, why don't you give a shot with English? Yeah, I like to do with English, but to approach more Sri Lankan community, I have conducted in Sinhala earlier, but for the test, I'm conducting this video in English. So then you guys, like the people who are beyond, who are not in Sri Lanka, also can understand what I'm saying and to reach out to more people, hopefully. So talking about the today's topic, so AI in energy sector. As the title says, AI is transforming every sector of the world. Energy is one of the most urgent and impactful frontiers. Why I'm saying that? From forecasting demand to optimizing wind turbines and decoding complex energy regulations, AI is becoming the digital brain powering this the planet as a most sustainable planet. We are going there too, but it's very slow progress. I understand the people, the nation, they are doing the research how to get this AI to the energy sector. So massive researchers are going. You can see the research papers in IEEE Explore, Elsevier journals. So you can see the things that happen. So why AI in energy matter? That's another question that people have asked me, and I have seen the discussion happening around there. Today, the energy sector is responsible for 3/4 of global greenhouse gas emission. So as we shift towards renewables, the system only gets more complex. Actually. The sunlight and wind are clean, but they are intermittent. So grid must be smart, and storage must be sufficient and efficient. Maintenance must be predictive, not reactive. So these key things that we need to ensure to have a good proper control over the energy sector. And this is where AI steps in to solve these problems, not as a luxury but as a necessity. From a machine learning perspective to advanced deep learning, now large language models and multi-agent systems are coming, which is revolutionize the way that the things are, like the energy is produced, distributed, and consumed. So that's the overview of why AI is very important in the sector. And if you are looking at the algorithms behind the revolution, of course, they are doing a massive job. So if we start with the core machine learning, so one of the AI's most powerful contribution is energy in forecasting, predicting how much electricity we'll need tomorrow, next week, or next year. So the algorithm like linear regression, decision tree, advanced models like XGBoost, LSTMs analyze everything from historical usage to weather patterns. For renewables, accuracy is everything. AI model now use satellite imagery, cloud pattern, and wind speeds to forecast, prediction hours, days ahead. And if you're talking about the CNN, convolutional neural networks, process image data to predict solar yield, while recurrent models like LSTM handle complex time series forecasting. Grid management itself is undergoing a revolution. So the reinforcement learning, where algorithms learn by trial and error, is now being used to optimize grid flow. So the deep reinforcement learning models dynamically balance the loads, reroute power during the faults, and even adapt to EV charging patterns. AI doesn't just help the grid, also protects it actually. For anomaly detection and predictive maintenance, you might have heard this. So algorithms like isolation forest autoencoder identify failures before they happen. In wind farms, drones captures images that are scanned by AI to detect microfractures in turbine blades. So long before the human inspector can even understand, or engineer or inspector can identify, okay, this is there. And on the consumer side, the clustering algorithms identify energy usage pattern. And there's like a trend that utilities over personalized price or incentivize off peak usage. The entire system from production to the plug is being reshaped by the core. So these things are actually trends that I have noticed in the AI in energy sector. So that's why I lay out. So if we now move into the LLM phase, that which is most interesting thing that people are talking in the modern era. So these models like GPT-4, Claude, others models that we can see are changing how people interact with the energy data, specifically the researchers, the imaging. Just imagine like asking your energy dashboard question in plain English and getting a precise answer backed by real-time data. So it is happening slowly, but now with the advancement of large language models and now so-called the multi-agent system powered by large language models are doing massive revolution in this area. So LLMs also invaluable for regulars compliance. Another thing that I need to mention in other countries, it's doing like European, American, Australian grid networks. They are using these things. Utility company use them to summarize complex energy loads, and they use to analyze environment impact reports, and they generate sustainability compliance document with more speed and accuracy. So you understand like what kind of like the era that we are going to achieve with respect to the energy landscape. So with support of AI. So for engineers, LLM serves as an intelligent co-pilot. So they can write code for simulation models, automate autopilot, optimization routine, and explain out from traditional machine learning forecasts. So according to my perspective, when paired with retrieval tools, LLMs can ever act as a conversational front end to thousands of pages technical manuals, because there are lots of technical manuals and safety procedures, IET manuals, IEEE, and like there are like region specific manuals, but instead of we have now LLMs are going to take over the job and doing the job so smooth and helping engineers. On the customer support side, LLMs are powering and can be powered like as a next gen chatbots, like explain bills, suggest energy saving habits to customers, or maybe even guide homeowners through solar panel installation, like all in one model. So that might be the next era that we are stepping in. So summarizing everything, future is not just traditional AI or large language model or multi-agent systems. So the hybrid system emerging where large language models provide human-like understand and interface, and this all the technologies that in the AI era actually contributing to what we are calling about generative AI era. And within this generative era that I am like thinking, so the energy sector engineers and researchers, they have responsibility to integrate these generative AI tools and as well as the technologies, because we can even achieve like type 1 civilization because of the advancement that we have. So for example, like LLM might detect a power plant's performance forecast, looks off and explain why using insights from like maybe time series model, past performance and environment data, which can be like a hectic process in earlier days. But now we have a power to convert that manual complex task into like a low time, like very easy task. So this is a very revolutionary step that we are marching. So we had to yield the that ultimate gain from what we have right now. So there might be voice control interfaces, there might be like any other interfaces that are produced by researchers, but how we use it like in systematically is very key thing when it comes to countries and when it comes to region energy control. So AI isn't just about efficiency, it's about how we are going to regulate in the energy industry. So that's why I said like we can even achieve up to type 1 civilization where the energy is not a problem at that civilization. throughout the earth, but we have to have the proper control of how we are using it. So like we need to concern like a lot of issues, and we have to curb solve a lot of issues in the energy sector, like many perspectives. So what I am thinking is digital technologies, including AI, could help reduce a lot of problems, including emissions from power systems and like even impact to the global warming as well. So, I mean, according to the International Energy Agency, they are AI can reduce emissions from power system up to 15% by 2040. So that's a very good thing, very good forecast. So as we move into this future decentralized energy, so the prosumer markets, the autonomous grid AI will be at the center. So we have a responsibility to research more about these aspects and implement this in like more countries. So in that way, we can have like a proper idea like how we are going to tackle these things. So end of the video, I'm going to tell you if you're excited about the future of clean energy and the power of AI, so you have a responsibility to learn the things from the core, from the root level. So learn it well. So in next videos, I'm going to explain more about these algorithms and large language models and what are the key terms that you need to know with respect to AI in the sector. So don't worry. And this is just an overview of what is happening in the globe with respect to AI in energy sector from my perspective. So feel free to subscribe, feel free to like and watch and share your comment, and let's stay tuned and hope you get something from the video. See you soon. Thank you for hearing me out.